Hello Explorers, welcome back. It is Travel Tuesday. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. So 150. So let's get started. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think there's a bunch in here that I needed to replace and I did not. Oh no. Oh no, apparently the only one that needed to be replaced was souvenir. Souvenirs needs to be replaced. And I don't think I have any in here that I can utilize. Let me think. I feel like I have some challenges of my own that have stickers on them somewhere. I don't know, you guys. Are these it? Oh, yes, okay. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to add this one in. This is from Janelle at Janelle Rebudgets. This will be our new souvenir one. We'll do this one for souvenirs. And so we'll just put it back here. Yeah, I think that works. That works. Okay. So, let's start off with hotel. $7. Not too shabby. It's actually a pretty low number for this one. You guys, I was so appalled. People will say literally anything on the internet. I have this picture posted as one of my front pictures for my post for Dockside Inn. And I have told literally everybody I know, like, okay, we have stayed at Dockside Inn with Universal Studios and we've stayed at Low Sapphire. Low Sapphire is considered a moderate, I believe. Dockside Inn is considered a value. And I have literally told everybody we loved Dockside. We were not fans of Low Sapphire. That was just our personal experience and preference. I thought Dockside was a lot nicer, personally. And it's significantly cheaper, which is crazy. But we really, really, really loved Dockside. So I have this posted from last year when we went. Somebody commented on my video and was like, or not my video, it was a carousel post, so it was like pictures of the resort. And somebody commented on there on Instagram, was like, they have bed bugs. I'm like, really? First of all, why would you comment that? If you had an issue, go to the hotel themselves. Or if, like, I was asking, like, that was not my experience. I thought it was very clean. It was very nice. I'm very picky when it comes to, partnered hotels. And one of my big things is I don't like carpet in hotels. It grosses me out. Just absolutely grosses me out because I feel like the carpets are never going to be clean. They just hold dust. Bedding you can take off and wash. You can't take the carpet off and wash it, and I know they are not shampooing that carpet after each person's visit. So carpets in hotel rooms just absolutely grosses me out, which is one of the reasons I loved this hotel. The bed was also super comfortable. Is it Nenny's turn?
No, it's really hot out and that's still. I don't really want it to while I was sleeping.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was just like, why? Why was that necessary to comment on my post? So I blocked them because no, I just thought that was inappropriate. I'll never lie to you guys. I loved this hotel. Corey loved this hotel. I also really loved the food court. We have gone to Universal and actually taken the bus back to this hotel to eat at the food court because it was so reasonably priced for me. Like, I love that they have a salad bar that's, you pay for the weight. So, because I'm very basic when it comes to salads. And I don't want to pay $13 for lettuce, cheese, onion, and dressing. My salads end up being like $2 or $3. Whereas Corey's salads, he, like, loads them to the brim, and his salad's, like, $15. But it makes sense. So, like I said, we've gone to Universal, and we have taken the bus from Universal over to this resort to eat because we actually really love this resort. So yeah. Anyways, in this one, it brings in 100. We have 20, 40, 65, 71, and 2. 72. And I actually can't, I wanted to stay at their other one. Because, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Dockside is part of 2, so it's the Endless Summer Resorts, and they have Dockside and they have Surfside. We've stayed at Dockside. We've never even been to Surfside. It's across the street. We just haven't. All right, souvenir. We're going to do this one. I'm going to go ahead and scratch. I don't know how much this, well, I guess you can't tell us how much it's going to bring in since it has some rolls on it. $4. Okay, so it looks like these are probably going to be fairly low numbers, which, I mean, Janelle does typically do fairly low numbers. So 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, might have to get some more ones. That's not going to fit in there. So this is going to be for souvenirs. Souvenirs. Alright, let me put this back here. Disney. Disney, Disney. And we have $8. So, let's see. Ooh, we can put back 2 ones and take a 10. That will help. So we have 20, 31, and 2. $32 in this one. Tickets. We got $6. I'm trying to, now that we're done at Dollywood, which we had an absolute freaking blast, you guys. It had been like 20 years since I'd been to Dollywood, and so I wasn't sure, like, when I went as a kid, I think I went like middle school, but when I went in middle school, I remembered just having the best time ever. But I was really nervous going as an adult because I've hyped it up so much that I was afraid I was going to be let down because as a kid, I hadn't really done much. So it did seem like the best thing in the world. As an adult, we as a family have done so much traveling because of my job that I was really, really nervous that we were just going to be like super disappointed. All of us had an absolute blast. We cannot wait to go back. We did 2 days at Dollywood. We did the Stampede. And then they have a standalone Magi Quest building. And I was able to get a partnership with them while we were already there. Like we were already in Tennessee. We were already in Pigeon Forge. We were actually at Dollywood when I was emailing them back and forth, and they were like, yeah, we'd love to host you. So fortunately, I had brought our wands with us just in case I was able to get that partnership. And if not, I was considering just paying for us to go because I really wanted to go. And it's not that I have a problem paying for it. I just wasn't sure if we were going to have the time or not to do it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring the wands just in case. And I did, and she emailed me back, and she was like, yeah, we would love to have you guys. So we did that, and we just had the absolute best time ever. And we cannot wait to go back. I'm hoping by the time you guys see this video that my Dollywood video will be up. So we have one Dollywood video coming from my channel and Corey's channel. We also have the full Dolly Parton Stampede. Corey filmed the entire dinner show. So that is coming as well. In case you were wondering. And the food was just so phenomenal. I've talked before about how much we hate theme park food. But, oh, the food there was so good. So they actually had us there for the I Will Always Love You festival, music festival. So I have 2 posts coming on Instagram. One specifically for the partnership with Dollywood to show the festival, and then one that I did just of everything else in the park, because obviously the festival did not consume our entire time. And I wanted to, it was Corey and the kids' first time ever going, and I hadn't been in 20 years, so it was like it was my first time too. So I did a video, like an overall video as well, mainly just clips of Lennox since it was her birthday trip, so I really kind of tried to show her and like all the things that she was doing. But yeah, we just had so much fun. We truly cannot wait to go back, so I'm hoping that they will have us back for their next festival, which runs from April 18th, I believe, until June something, and that is the Food and Flower Fest. So, in tickets, we have 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. $24. This brings in $100. But now that we're done with that Pigeon Forge trip, we are going to, I'm trying to work out a mini trip to NYC. I don't want to say where it is because it is somewhere my kids have requested to go. Because I want to so badly go to the Cubs at Yankees game. Like, Yankee Stadium is one of the stadiums I really want to go to. So, and that's in July. So I've already emailed my manager and I was like, hey, can you work on this? This is like a mini trip that I want to do. So we're going to work on that. Will it happen? I don't know. But we're going to try. We are going to try. And so I think what I'm going to do is I think, well, that's what that ticket money will go for. Will be tickets for that. But then I think we're going to save C-Bucks for Cubs for a game. Because we do really want to go. I've also never been to Wrigley Field. I've been to Wrigleyville. I've been to Wrigley Park. I have actually never been to Wrigley Field, and I want to go so bad. So we're also trying to find a way to make it there. Not, yeah, we'll just leave that. So we have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, $48. And this one brings in 75. I'm trying, I would really love to go to the Cubs game in Chicago in May. There's a specific game I really want to go to, but with the big trip coming up in June, I just don't know financially if that's going to happen or not. So I kind of need to, once I get the big trip paid off, then I can reevaluate where we're at financially. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So these two trips are up in the air. I also have a trip in May. I have beginning of May, I have a local trip. We're being hosted in Indian River, Florida. So we're just driving. It's like an hour and a half away. So we have $11, and this is from Lemon Ivy. So 10 and 11. This is going to go towards gas because we need to refill the gas envelope. So yeah. This one is from my sweet friend Jen. And I forgot, I am working on 2 for this one. This one is going to go for my cruise next week, which, you guys, I have a lot to get done on this one. I might make this one a daily so we can finish it. So 14 plus 13 is 27. Because this will pretty much be my spending money for the cruise. I know, because of having taken a cruise with Virgin before, that I really don't need money outside of whatever I want to spend in port. So this one brings in 150. That's going to be totally enough money. So in here so far we have 20, 45, 46, 47, 48. Yeah, I might make this one a daily. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that we can get it done, because even so, we're not going to have enough time to finish this. This is such a pretty one. This is also from Lemon Ivy. That is the end of the binder, but I do want to go ahead and I want to finish off No, maybe I shouldn't. I was gonna finish this one off, but I think I'll do that in her birthday binder. So we'll leave that one. So let's go ahead and just do another one in here. Oof, 18. Some big hefty numbers. What you looking for? Oh. So 18, let's see. We can put back these 2 ones, take a 20. Oh, we still have a good amount of money left. Let's go and do another one. That's 15. So we will be for sure finishing this one before I go so that I know that I have the money needed. Why did I do that? So that we scratched a 15. I'm going to take a 20 and put back a 5. So currently we have 20, 40, 60, 80, $81, which means we are 50, 70, I don't know. You guys, I can't think. $69 away? Like I said, we're going to make that one a daily, though, so we can finish it. Okay, where else can we put some money? Where else can we put some money? Some money. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it. Let's put... Oh, you know what? I do need to do Jen's. This is the one that I said is from my friend Jen. We all know her. We all love her. She's in everybody's videos, supporting everybody all the time. We need to convince her to create a channel so that we can support her the way she supports all of us. $5. We're only doing a little bit on this one because this one's not going towards my cruise. This is so that we can take a future cruise as a family. So we're just doing it slowly because there isn't one in the works right now. So we just put it in there and call it good. It's going to take us a while. That's okay. Once we have an actual cruise planned, like even just a thought, then we'll hit that one harder. But for right now, we don't. So let's just leave it alone. I don't know, you guys. I really don't know because I came with a good amount of money, I guess. 20, 30, 40, $45. Do I just leave this? I mean, it'd be really nice to have only stuffed and then I can stuff more in Lennox's birthday binder. I don't feel like I need to put any more in any of the... you know what? Ooh. Gas is another one that I think is going to have to be a daily because we just spent a bunch from gas and we're going to have to drive... Corey's going to have to drive from... from Orlando down to Miami to take me and Jasmine to the... Well, Jasmine's going to fly into Miami, so he's going to drive me down to Miami. We're going to pick up Jasmine from the Miami airport. He's going to take us to the port, and then they're going to drive back to Orlando. And then coming back, he's going to pick us up from the port in Miami and drive us to the Orlando airport. Because she's going to fly out of the Orlando airport. Just because those are the flights that worked the best. So we got a 2 and a 12. So that's 24. Not 24. Oh my goodness. That's 14. Plus 4, that's 18. I do not have 18. I need to break one of those bills. break a 10. Break a 10. Okay. So 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So now on this one we have 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I don't know. Maybe we can do some more in here because this is one we could probably finish up soon. So $8 there. I am going to have some new challenges up on Etsy. Now that everybody's orders have actually been received, you guys, I am so sorry. So everybody's orders were shipped when they said they would be shipped. 6 of those orders were actually reships because their original orders never received them. I've only received 1 of those orders back to me. And that was actually one that I shipped back in January. The other ones have completely vanished. One still shows it's sitting in Tampa. I don't live in Tampa. Tampa is over an hour from me. I do not live in Tampa. But one of the really big orders is sitting in Tampa, which is really frustrating because that was a lot of money for me to like have to redo, but obviously it's not your guys' fault. So when I reshipped those 6 orders, I actually paid extra to have tracking on all of them. Well, my post office basically said, joke's on you, we're still not going to track them, and they never scanned any of them in. So they still looked as though I never shipped them once again. I was sick that day, so Corey took them, so he didn't have them scan them in, he dropped them just in our box. Because my post office closes very early. It's a very, very, very small post office. Like, it closes at like 2 p.m. So it was just a mess. And so we've been sitting here and I'm like, I was honestly to the point of either finding a new post office or just shutting down my Etsy because I can't afford to just keep reshipping everybody's orders. 1, I have to pay for those products. And 2, like, I'm paying for shipping each time. Out of my own pocket because I don't charge shipping at all. So, yeah, I took a loss on most of those orders, which financially I just can't do. So, while I was in Tennessee, I've been keeping a really close eye on those 6 orders. I've messaged all of them and told them, hey, like, these did ship. I don't know why they're not showing they've shipped. I'm so sorry. You know, and we're working through things. While I was in Tennessee, all 6 orders eventually arrived. They eventually arrived, and out of those 6, only 1 of them actually got scanned in, and it got scanned in at the receiver's post office. The other 5 receivers, even their post office never scanned them in. They just showed up. So, when I say Etsy tracking or tracking in general is not accurate, this is what I mean. So, going forward, if you order from me, please, 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 let me know when you receive your order. Because I do watch those. And so now I do. Before I didn't, I would just wait, and if you guys told me you didn't receive it, then I'd look into it. Now I'm watching every single order. So if you receive your order, please let me know. Because chances are, tracking shows that I never even shipped it, so I'm sitting here thinking it's lost. And vice versa. If it shows that I've printed a label and you haven't received it after a while, please reach out to me and be like, hey, did this ship? I have not received it. Like, if you guys can keep me updated and I can keep you updated, that will help me out tremendously. Because I don't want it to go... like, one of my orders went like 3 months, and then they were like, hey, I never received this, and I'm sitting here thinking, oh, well, like, you didn't say anything to me, and I assumed you received it, because I know tracking is not that accurate, so unless you guys let me know, I truly just assume you've received them. So, thankfully, that is all squared away. They have all of those have been received. And yeah, I have one order that I have not printed a label for, and I do need to ship it. It's an international order though, so it's a little bit more complicated. But yeah, we're gonna I have been holding off putting new product because I wasn't sure if I was even gonna keep my Etsy open because of all of this. Since all of it seems to be going back to being semi-smooth, I am gonna keep playing it by ear. So Wednesday's live, tomorrow live, it's gonna be over on Bria.Snyder. I'm super duper 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 close to my watch hours. Oh my goodness, I'm so close. I am like 230 watch hours away. But I do have videos that are expiring. I had one expire the other day, and so I have been gaining on average about 30 hours a day. But because I have videos actively expiring right now, my increase is only like 10 hours because I'm losing hours too. So the other day I actually lost more hours than I gained, and I only went down 1 hour. But that ultimately means I lost out on like the 30 plus hours that I would have gotten that day. So we are fighting for our life over here to get these watch hours before the end of the month, because next month is when it will be 1 year since we left Vegas and started our travel journey, which is when I started posting on YouTube quite frequently. So next month I have tons of videos that are their watch hours are going to expire. So we're trying to hit this before then, because then we will really be regressing and really fighting for our life for those watch hours. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, but that is why the lives are still over on Bria.Snyder. I'm hoping that maybe like 1 more week, 2 weeks tops, and then we'll be done with having to do them over there, and we can bring them over here. That said, I do, if you buy mystery bundles, they get packed on that live, and you get to pick exactly what goes in your mystery bundle. You also get to see all of the new products. They're available to you right away, for your mystery bundles. We talk anything and everything from books and videos and TV shows and my trips, your trips, my goals, your goals, like literally anything anybody wants to talk about, we will have a conversation about. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys. But let's see what we have for here. So this one, we have 20, 40, 55, 56. Okay, I have enough to do another one on here. $10, so that's 66. I might have to, I think I have just enough to finish this challenge. And then this one I am, you know what, I have that binder right here, so I might just reallocate it right now, because I'm gonna see, since we just kind of wiped out that binder, or that envelope, let's see. Or well, I guess I need to wipe out that envelope, because we did just do Dollywood and spent money on food, and I forgot that I had cash, so I used my debit card for all of the food at Dollywood. So I need to just put that money back. It wasn't credit card. We had exactly $9. You guys, it was meant to be. We were supposed to finish this one. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure that we have what we should have here. There should be 75. And then we'll start a new one next week. 20, 40, 50, 65, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, $75. And like I said, I have that binder next to me because I do take these with me sometimes. Okay. Food. So what did we have in food? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75, 85, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this 100 in food, because we definitely spent more than $100 on food. Yeah, because we went to B-Dubs one night. But that's okay. I'm not going to count that, because we honestly probably would have ate out anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 75 and just put this back in the bank to cover, because what did we spend money on? We actually did not spend that much. Let me see. We spent $42 on the pass, so it was about $45 actually. That was on the tasting pass for the festival. That fed Corey and I for an entire day. We spent $40 on the kids' pizza between the 2 days. We spent $18 on a refillable drink cup that we all shared, and that was for both days. The kids got some ice cream. I think it was like $10. The kids got cupcakes. That was $14 for both cupcakes. And then Wrigley got a pretzel, and that was $7, I believe. So $134 for 2 days. Not too bad at all. 20, 40, 50, 65, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, $75. You know what? Let's just go ahead and pull it. We have it. Let's pull it. So this will go back into my bank account. And the money that's in my bank account is literally just money that hasn't been cash stuffed yet. Or that, because I don't pull cash stuffing money until after I've paid my bills. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and we'll take a 1. So there, we have covered all of the food for the trip. Minus the B-dubs. We had B-dubs for dinner one night, but that's totally fine because honestly, we would have had to buy food had we not been home anyways. So I'm really not concerned about it. And I'm not counting food that we purchased like on the road. We didn't buy any food on the way there, but yesterday we had a really long drive back, so we did stop at Chick-fil-A for me, Corey, and Lennox, and then McDonald's for Wrigley. I'm not going to count that because we spend money on food here and there anyways. So yeah, this is going to go back in my bank account. So that's really nice. And honestly, it'll just get recash stuffed, and the reason I say that is because I need to go to the bank and pull out money anyways. So this will just prevent me from having to go to the bank and pulling it out. This is money that needed to go back to the bank, but I have to go to the bank to pull out money, so this will just get cash stuffed instead of me going to the bank and pulling. Doesn't make sense to go to the bank, deposit this, and then go to the bank and withdraw it. This money is the 100 and however much for food, and then we had to do some car maintenance. Corey had to change out our brakes, and that was about $300. So I pulled that from the envelope, so that is in here as well. And that because he used the bank account to pay for that. So this was money that was just going to go back to the bank account. But again, I got to go to the bank to pull money out to cash stuff. So, because I got payments while we were in Tennessee. So, that is that. Alright, guys. Oh, you know what? I need to do my dailies. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I keep talking and not getting things done. Let's do this. We have $1, $2, $3. $3 is going in the Figment bucket. I cannot wait to empty out this Figment bucket and see how much we have there. Oh, it's going to be so exciting. Let's do pink here. Okay, so there's that one. We have Lennox's birthday binder, which has a daily in it. And this is from Budget with Carly. $5. I think they got $5 yesterday too. Because I am batch filming because I'm going to have to spend this week doing a bunch of campaigns before I go on my cruise. But I'm not filming today because I'm not filming content today because it's Sunday, and I thought I was going to come home to a bunch of packages to be able to do partnerships, but I haven't gotten any of them. So I have to wait until tomorrow to even start, hoping that some stuff comes in. So we have 10, 20, 35, 45, 46, 47, 48. So $48, and this one brings in 75. Alright guys, that is officially all that I have for you today. Again, really hoping that my Dollywood videos are up, and I would really appreciate it if you guys went over to Bria.Snyder and checked those out. Tomorrow will be the live over on Bria.Snyder. And if you haven't already and you want to head over to my Instagram account and show some love over there, I would greatly appreciate it. I worked really hard on my outfits for this trip, and they came out so freaking good. So I am sharing the links to everything that I bought. I buy almost all my clothes on Amazon or at Target, and so I do link those on Like to Know It. I always link my outfits over there if you're ever wondering. So yeah. I think that's it. Since we're on the topic of outfits, if you guys ever have a question about any of the outfits that I wear, feel free to DM me, feel free to email me, feel free to comment on the video or the reel on Instagram, the video on YouTube, doesn't really matter. And ask whatever you want to ask. I try to keep outfits realistic, affordable, comfortable, because I am never going to be one of those influencers that wears something just for a picture and then takes it off and doesn't wear it. Like, no. If you see me wearing it for a picture or for a video, I realistically wore that the entire time, which means it was comfortable, because I will not be uncomfortable. So, something that I really, really, really love to do. I love curating outfits specifically for each one of my trips. And I guess I've never mentioned that I actually share all of those outfit details on my Like to Know It, which is just, if you're not familiar, which I'm sure most of you probably are not, Like to Know It is an app where we can upload a photo and then we can link every single item that is in that photo. And then I share that link on Pinterest, I share it on, usually in my stories on Instagram, etc. And it's really just going to take you, that way you can find the exact item that I purchased and wore. 95% of what are in those photos are things that I personally purchased and ordered myself. Very seldomly will it be that a clothing brand has been like, hey, I want to partner. But even if they do, like for one of the outfits for Dollywood, it was a brand partnership. However, they basically give me their entire website and they say, you have this amount of money to pick out clothing, and I pick it out based off outfits that I'm putting together for trips anyways. So still always something that I love. I'm very big into rompers. But that is all that I have for you today, and I will see you guys back here Thursday, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is the live. I will see you guys back here Thursday for Lennox's birthday binder. So until next time, bye.